Welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa and Dunstan Hall Garden Centre and Bistro.
I do love this Christmassy music. It's giving me a bit of life.
I'm here for it, mate.
Yeah, me
here
too.
for it.
Welcome along to the Laura and Becky Show. Thank you so much for listening. If you're new, then welcome. Merry Christmas. If you're one of our OGs, then you know by now we love you.
Oh, we most certainly do. Do you know what I do miss ever so slightly, though? I love this. I do miss a huh every now and again.
Give you a huh?
Go on then. What?
I can give
why
you
don't we
a
have one
huh?
to start things off?
Which one is it? I think it's this one. No.
There we go. Oh, okay. I feel fine now. I just needed a little huh on a Tuesday morning.
I mean, my Tuesday morning so far, there is Barocca everywhere in this studio. I've just spilt a drink.
So Laura wasn't feeling very well yesterday and you went home to bed, didn't you?
Oh, I was, poorly yesterday. I feel a bit better today, though, which is good.
She was man down yesterday, so she had all the pills, all the kind of cold stuff. And today you've come in, you've got a Barocca, and literally as I was walking up the stairs to the studio, I just heard this, oh, fucking hell! And I thought, oh, something's going down in there this morning. And she'd spilt her Barocca all over the studio desk.
I've rushed around this morning and I can feel you know when you're ill and you get like achy feeling, I can feel it in my thighs weirdly. But yeah, I just feel like the last thing I need to do this morning is rush around and then go and jump on a train to London all day.
Laura's got wet hair currently as well.
Yeah, gonna have to go looking like this. Usually like Christmas shopping in London, you dress up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, I've got my gym top on. I just, honestly, I'm gonna take a hat. I'm just gonna hide.
Also, so you're going with your sister and your daughter, aren't you, today? Laura's sister, Jade, has just messaged going, I've got Prosecco for the train. And what time are you getting your train? Like
no
10 a.m?
way. Like half an hour, 3/4 of an hour the train is. There's absolutely no way I can have a Prosecco.
Do you know what, though? It might even make you feel better.
I think it will. It's too early. You're
going to have a little cappuccino, aren't you?
The reason I'm going is because, well, one, I love going to see the lights and stuff at London. I want to go to Fortnum and Mason. That's where I get all the Christmas presents for the fam. And my sister and Grace are coming, my daughter. I don't trust them to go on their own. Even if I had to roll myself onto that train, there is no way my sister and my daughter are going to London. They'll end up in some bar, hammered.
Some dodgy bar.
They wouldn't come back. I know for a fact they'd book a hotel.
Well, if they're starting on the Proseccos at 10 a.m, love.
Oh, I know, yeah.
You need to go to Bond Street as well because it looks so beautiful this year. Yeah. A friend of mine who lives there sent me some pictures the other night and it looks like a film set.
The only problem is I've seen a lot of TikToks and London at the moment is rammed.
Hopefully in the week it might be a little bit quieter. Send me some pics today, please. I'd like to see some pics of London, the London lights.
I will. I'm just going to end up curled up in a pub somewhere, I think. I'll be like, you guys go.
Hey, just quickly.
What?
I wasn't going to say this, but I can't not say it.
No, what?
I ordered you.
What?
The best Christmas present last night. Mate, I can't even keep it in.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You just reminded me saying about Christmas. Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Is it a thing to do or is it an item? Is it an item?
It's an item. It's an item.
Right, you've got the list.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about the Christmas hiker this morning. Now, obviously, he's been a guest on the show, Damon A. Cole on Instagram, who we absolutely love. He's a big supporter of ours. Really sad to read this. I think this was over the weekend. He got scammed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
I'm not quite sure of the ins and outs, but basically someone came to buy a computer off him and managed to get his details and scam him for £1,300 just before Christmas.
So this person actually met Damon.
Yeah, he turned up at his house.
Jeez, this is the problem with these scammers now. They are brutal. Like before you knew it was a scam. Like, your guy that emailed you saying, fuck off or something from your garden.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you got a bit like, oh, come on. But some scammers, they're so convincing. And if they're face to face with you.
Yeah. This is the thing. I had one, I know you know this story, this was a couple of years ago actually, and they phoned me, they said that I owed some tax, and I think it's about $2,000 or something. Anyway, they were on the phone to me and I was a bit panicked and they were basically telling me that unless I paid this money, they were going to come round to my house the next day and it was possible jail time. Yeah. Right?
Obviously, with tax and HMRC, you don't mess about, do you?
No, also, whilst they were on the phone, I actually Googled the number to check and it came up as HMRC because they can change the number. And I thought, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
I was convinced I was going to end up in prison, mate. I literally was like, I'm going to go to jail. I haven't got the $2,000. But you do think, 'cause I think that when you're scammed or nearly scammed, you feel a real idiot. I know a lot of people this has happened to, and they're really savvy people who you wouldn't think would get scammed. And they all say the same thing. They're like, I feel like such an idiot. And I did when I was like, I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
I felt an idiot.
Yeah, they're very convincing though. And also if they catch you and you're in a rush or you've got something else in your mind or maybe you're like anxious about something and then you've got that phone call on top, you're just like, oh, okay, I'll pay it. It is awful. I know a couple of people that have been scammed. I think there was one guy, do you remember someone we know was selling a computer and they turned up at their house, pretended to like send them money and then just went with the computer?
Who?
Sorry, hang on, we're just whispering.
I need to know. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the same as Damon, the computer thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, listen, be careful out there because it's happening like left, right and centre at the moment. But something
Warn
really
your grandmas
nice.
as well. I worry about old people with this kind of shit.
I know. Well, I rang my mum yesterday. I was like, Mum, don't you get scammed.
Yeah, it's awful.
But something that's really nice that's happened with Damon. Obviously, Damon puts a lot of good out into the world, doesn't he? Anyway, a lot of his followers saw that he'd been scammed and they've started a GoFundMe page and they've raised nearly all of the money back that he was scammed out of.
Yeah, but
How
he
nice.
deserves that.
He so deserves it.
He's a good guy. We love you, Damon.
Did you have a message from somebody that you wanted to read out?
Yes. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about you becoming a lesbian.
Hang on, us becoming
and
lesbians.
I can't. I'm married. I can't.
They're the worst ones, aren't they? The married ones.
So I got a message from, I was going to say a lovely lesbian. Well, she is lovely.
Oh, she's so lovely. We love her.
We love her. And I know they've got an interesting story because she kind of was like, oh, you're talking about me. And I don't want to give their names yet because I just don't want to.
Okay.
I think we should get them on at some point to talk about lesbians. Anyway. She was talking about the fact that she thinks a lot of women could become lesbians, but it is the vagina that puts them off.
Yeah, see, this is where I'm at.
Yeah. So she said, I don't know if I can say this out loud.
Say it.
So she said, basically, if you don't like licking a vagina, it's like licking a snail.
Oh, really? Oh, God. Licking a snail?
Yeah, I guess if you pick the snail up by the shell, turn it round.
Oh, God, that's really put me off my coffee.
That's what it's like if you can't.
What? Who likes licking a snail?
No, but that's the point, isn't it? I guess you got to put it in context here. So if you couldn't be a lesbian because you couldn't lick a snail.
Could you lick a snail?
No.
You couldn't be a lesbian.
That's why I'm not.
Then.
Yeah, but then obviously it's not. If you are a lesbian, it's not like licking a snail. I mean, I'm trying to think of. I don't really want to think of the other way around with men.
Nah. I mean, oh God. I mean, this is making me gip this morning. I'm not going to lie. Licking a snail. Yeah, mate. I don't think I'm going to become a lesbian. So Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa, we are going to go and see them on Friday, which we're very, very excited about. You shared their reel, didn't you?
That reel, I think it's just the music, it's the pool, the bubbles, the tranquility, just the emptiness of it makes you just think, yeah, book me in.
Also, they're doing festive afternoon teas, which look delightful. I'm just looking at another little reel they've popped on their Insta page. Now, we should go for a little festive afternoon tea.
Yeah, we should actually. Yeah,
there's little mince pies on there, all
those
sorts.
Sandwiches, didn't you? The
I
best
did.
Sandwiches you've ever had,
and it looks just nice and festive in there. They've got the big Christmas tree up, and it's like going into an oasis there, isn't it? 'Cause it's tucked away a little bit. It's just such a lovely place to go.
Also, it's supposed to snow. I think is it this weekend and next week? That place is beautiful in the snow. Go and have a little nosy round.
Do it. Have a look at them on their Instagram, Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
Okay, what's going on in the world? Harry and Meghan, Netflix. Oof.
So we've had 2 trailers drop for this. Number 1 was earlier on this week. Number 2 was yesterday. What are your thoughts on the trailers?
This is my thought, okay? Well, the second trailer, I was like, right. Do I like her? I don't know. Someone say I don't like her because I don't know her. I don't like what she's about. I don't quite like what they're doing. Am I going to watch that Netflix documentary? I am there. The minute that drops, I am knee deep.
See, I really want to see it. And I feel like everyone's the same. Like, you really want to see it, but you almost don't want to support it at the same time.
Well, like I've just said to you, imagine if everybody went, nah, and that documentary got no views. They would be gutted.
Yeah.
Yet what they're moaning about is all the publicity they're getting. I mean, I presume a lot of it is about her being hounded by the press.
Yeah, but isn't this going to put more press attention on them? This is what I don't quite understand, because if they want to go and live a nice, quiet life in California, they're in, aren't they? Then go and live a nice, quiet life. But they seem to be popping up in the press all the time. And like, obviously, a big documentary on Netflix is going to bring a lot more attention. So I don't quite understand what they want out of it.
Also, let's not forget that 2 months ago, the Queen died.
Yeah.
And we were a lot of people were devastated. She was there at the funeral looking very sad. And they did that walkabout with Kate and Will, and it was all very high. So, like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Just, like, you're in a really good position, I guess. They've got nothing much to worry about. Like, if you don't like it, why keep bringing it up?
Yeah, well, I sent you a video last night from TikTok, actually, and it's really good. Watch it on the train to London today. It's so good. So Harry is basically explaining why they did it. And he's saying that he didn't want history to repeat itself. He's obviously very triggered by his mum. It's very, very obvious. And that's completely understandable.
Absolutely.
And he's saying that he felt history was going to repeat itself, and he literally couldn't have that on his conscience.
So why are they now doing a documentary that's going to bring them back into the limelight?
This is the part I don't understand. I completely understand removing yourself from that situation, looking after your family, putting your family first. Get it.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they're doing this documentary.
I don't get it. I feel
like they want to bring the royal family down. That's what they want to do.
But why? His brother is like being made the Prince of Wales. Like, if you don't want it in, then fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I mean, I'm fickle because I'm going to watch it.
Oh, mate, I'm going to watch it
but
too.
I just think with what's gone on with the royal family this year, why have they released this now? Why haven't they gone, do you know what?
Let's wait a bit.
Shall we wait until next year? Why would you do it now?
I think they want to cause a bit of trouble. Yeah, I
wonder what Will and Kate will do. I think they'll rise above it. I just think they're going to carry on doing what they're doing and yeah, but I
think they'll ignore it.
Do you think?
But they'll watch it, won't they?
Do you think they will?
They'll be at, where do they live? Frogmore, is it?
Yeah,
they'll be at Frogmore watching
their popcorn. Okay, right, mate. Now, I got told off by you yesterday, didn't I?
Yes.
I got a bit of a telling off. I think I was quite tired over the weekend. Okay?
Here we go.
And then yesterday, when I kind of got poorly, I thought, this might be why I was so grumpy and miserable and tired. So basically, every year we get a real Christmas tree. Okay, we go and pick it. We love going to pick the real Christmas tree. But this year we might get an artificial one because you can get really good ones nowadays. So we went and looked at some artificial ones, but like 370 quid. It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, but they're good.
Yeah,
and they last forever, don't they? Anyway, we decided no, we won't bother. We'll get a real one, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, on Sunday, I was a bit miserable. I was tired. I was a bit like, My husband surprised me and went and got this tree that I loved. And I probably...
You had a go at him, didn't you? You had a go at him.
Yeah, it was my sister. I'm going to have to get this really quickly.
Hey, love.
Hello.
Hello, are you up?
Yeah, we're just recording the podcast. Are you on the train?
No, I'm in the taxi on the way to the train.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hiya, Jade.
Hello.
She's just...
Don't miss it, sis.
We were just saying, have you got Prosecco?
Do you know me at all?
Right, we'll be there. We've got to carry on doing this.
I won't be there. You'll be there.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Bye.
Right,
I love the fact she's checking that you're up, by the way.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was a bit like, why have you got that? Where'd you get that? We agree. I mean, looking back now, I was literally like, you've ruined Christmas. You have ruined my Christmas. I was like, we decided we were going to get a real tree, and you've just gone off and bought an artificial tree. And he literally just sat there looking at me. And I was like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at that for? But honestly, I feel terrible.
Let's just get this straight, right? Let's just rewind for anyone who missed it. So basically, Laura's lovely husband went out and surprised Laura and bought the tree she really wanted as a lovely Christmas surprise. And what did Laura do? She laid into the poor bugger. Laid into him.
The thing is, right, I think I have a little bit of a point here. It is a big thing. No, I do. Because we kind of decided, listen, I was an arse on I think, was it Sunday? And then yesterday I was like, what am I going to do? I don't want to be like, I'm really sorry, because I don't want to give him a 100% apology.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Be like, right now, listen, yesterday I was a bit tired. The tree's fine, let's just move on.
Well, bless him, he actually said to you, didn't he? He went, oh, listen, we'll take it back and we'll go and choose a real tree if you want. And weren't you like, no, you've ruined it now. So we were chatting about this yesterday, weren't we?
Yeah. So
Laura
said,
went to me, I need your take on this. What do you think?
And I literally went, so James brought a tree and I kicked off, and you just looked at me and you went, oh dear. And you went, now listen. I was like, oh shit. You now listen to me. I was like, you were like, you're out of order. So I thought, oh yeah, because you never tell me off. Really, usually you're like, yeah.
Oh, normally I'm with you, but this one I was like,
yeah, you weren't,
no.
were you? Yeah.
I think that you do need to go and apologise to James.
Like a proper. I kind of half tried yesterday. God, I'm so bad at apologising.
Yeah, you're going to have to suck this one up, mate.
Yeah.
And make it heartfelt.
Yeah.
You know? Act like you mean it.
Yeah, but then then I'm like, oh, if I apologise fully, he'll be like, in a week, somebody will be like,
Well, no, you say at the end of the apology, you go, James, don't you hold this against me.
Yeah, we move on.
Yeah, we never speak of this again, James. I know I've just apologised and I was in the wrong, but we never mention this again. Also, could you record the conversation for the podcast? Because when you apologise, I feel like we all need to hear this.
Okay.
Will you do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, really quickly, Dunstan Hall Garden Centre, they've got their Christmas market on next Monday, the 11th.
That is going to be exciting. We should go along to that, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God, absolutely, we'll be there with Christmas bells on.
Yeah. Also, the bistro is looking so festive. We went there last week, didn't we, for a quick little coffee? Only meant to be in there for like 5 minutes. We were in there for an hour because it was so cosy and festive. The fire was on.
Yeah.
The Christmas tree was up. The little twinkly lights. Oh, it's so nice in there.
Yeah, it's so nice. So if you fancy like a little afternoon out, maybe you want to take your mum out, your nan out, your grandpa, whoever, Dunstan Hall is the place to go. Right, I've literally got 5 minutes to get.
You need to get on a train and tell your sister that you don't want Prosecco at 10 a.m.
I feel pressure now because I feel like I now have to find you a really good Christmas present. I'm going to have to do that today. Okay, I'll go hunting for Christmas presents. So how many days to go? 19?
Oh my God, 19 days to go because I forgot to do it at the start.
Have a good day.
Bye.